And welcome back. We are getting ready for the third quarter to start here. The Bear Cubs with a nice 24-3 lead over DVC, and the Vikings have certainly taken their time coming out here. Dave Cox and John Antonio back with the second half. A lot of questions to answer for DVC. Number one, will their quarterback be able to continue? Jaden Brizadine, who went out with an injury. And number two, can they get anything going offensively against this very good Bear Cub defense? They've caused 3 turnovers so far, although DVC did move the football at times fairly effectively, John.
Yeah, early on they did. You know, that's one of the things that happens in teams. They go into the locker room with their quarterbacks down. Hopefully they can get some confidence in the backup guy, or the starter can come back. I'm not sure how bad his injury is, although it was to his throwing arm. So, you know, a lot of times teams are going at the half, make the adjustments. I tell my boys every week, my son, hey, the team that has the lead does not necessarily have the advantage at halftime because things are going right. And that seems to be the case for Santa Rosa right now. It'll be interesting to see how the DVC Vikings made adjustments.
Mitch Hood had a good first half, completed 10 of 16 for 110 yards, couple of touchdowns, and he got it going with Kurt Johnson there in that second quarter, and those two can be very, very effective if they can hook up.
Yeah, right, exactly. Mitch Hood can be dangerous, and, you know, he's had such a good career here so far. But you look at Kurt Johnson, every time you get the ball in his hands, a play is going to be made, just like his old teammate, the running back, Gerard James. You get the ball in his hand, good things are going to happen. So I'm excited to see the second half. I'm excited to see Santa Rosa jump out, score right away. Let's get some other guys in this game and take a look at what these guys can do.
Here were the standings coming into today. This has changed. San Mateo beat San Francisco, giving them their first loss. So Santa Rosa at 2-1, San Francisco at 2-1, DVC at 2-1, a three-way tie for second. San Mateo 3-0. Again, Santa Rosa and San Mateo play next week, so that's going to be a huge game in terms of the conference standings.
Yeah, exactly. Things will look a lot different going into next week and then following next week. So that game with San Mateo here is going to be one of the best games that we've seen all year in terms of things on the line. I'm excited to see it. But we got a good second half coming at us.
Bear Cubs are going to receive the kickoff. Putnam and James back deep for them. And again, another big possession right here. They scored on their last possession of the first half. Now they have a chance to score on the first possession of the third quarter, which could be huge.
Right, this could be the stake that puts DVC out of it. And, you know, like we talked about, you put them away here, you get guys in the game, and then keep your starters fresh for next week. Got Brendan White on the kickoff return team with the big neck roll. I guess he's going to have some issues with his shoulder this week. Got a stinger. It's not going to get any worse, but wearing a neck roll, looking old school out there.
Yeah, those were the days, huh? So here we go. The second half is underway. It's going to be Ben Putnam that takes this one right near the goal line, following generic James out. Gets a block from James, and he springs into the open field at the 40. Tries to stay on his feet and cut back inside all the way down to the 41-yard line. A 58-yard return for Ben Putnam, setting the Bear Cubs up with great field position to start the third quarter.
Yeah, I was a little leery of him taking it out of here, and he just ends up making a great play, puts him right on the right side of the field. The Bear Cubs have had great field position every time they've got the ball tonight for the most part. Early on the first punt, blocking it, only coming off of 3 points. This is where you're going to have to see some fruition out of what your hard work has got you on special teams.
First and 10, Bear Cubs. Good field position for Santa Rosa. Mitch Hood with 2 backs. They'll give it to James. James with a nice turn in, gets up about 3 yards.
Yeah.
Where he is hit hard by Darren Bowles. James carried 8 times in the first half. Now check it, 7 times in the first half for 39 yards. That was his 8th carry of the ball game right there. He now has 42 yards on the day.
Yeah, DVC just manning up the Santa Rosa receivers. No safety over the top.
Back to pass. Lofts it up for James, almost intercepted. Devin Bracey had a real good shot at that.
Yeah, lucky. See it right here. He's just going to loft it over the top.
Back to pass. Lofts it up.
Lucky the linebacker lost it. Coach Wagner calling for the punt team alert here. Let's hope that's not the case.
3rd down. Hood in trouble, and he's sacked. They keep bringing guys in. It works. Corey Lamberts with the sack that time for DVC, way back at the 47-yard line. So a loss of about 5 yards.
DVC just, again, playing man, bringing as many guys as possible, causing frustration to the offensive line.
Lamberts out of Martinez and Alhambra High School. 6'2", 218-pound sophomore making the play. The Bear Cubs get backed up now. Dalton Mullins will try to pin DVC deep. Had a couple of misfires on his kicks. Fair catch called for by Sorelli. Lets it go, and it almost stayed in bounds.
Man.
Miles Gardia, who hit that in his momentum, was carrying himself into the end zone, and he dragged the football with him that time. I don't know if he'd have just left that alone. It might have died right there.
Yeah,
it
looked like it was going to bounce back this way.
So 1st and 10 now, DVC. Chapetta staying in the game, so it looks like Byzantine is unable to continue today for this Diablo Valley College offense. So they're going with the backup. Out of Livermore, see if he can rally this team.
Santa Rosa only got 10 guys on the field. There we go.
Everybody in the crowd now. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody.
2nd and 10 now for DVC. Pump fake by Chapetta. He's got a man deep, but he overthrows Sorrell by about 5 yards, and he was wide open. Made a nice move on Benjamin. Who knows, he got away with one right there. There is a marker down, and it's going to be roughing the passer against the Bear Cubs.
Yeah, terrible. Back to that play, they just double move him. Freezes the corner. He's able to get over the top of him.
So another 15-yard penalty that goes against the Bear Cubs. That is the 4th personal foul against Santa Rosa today. First and 10. DVC with a little breathing room now out to the 35-yard line, and Chapetta fires this one incomplete. Miles Gardia on coverage that time, and he was guarding Christian Fuqua, who's had a good game so far for DVC.
Yeah, Miles just looks like a different player compared to the way he was last year. Just, you know, he's leaned up. Looks like he's in great shape. He's all over this field.
Yeah, definitely looks confident.
Oh yeah, no, he's undoubtedly, him and Stelzner are the leaders of that defense when you look down there.
Second and 10 now. Chapetta to throw again. Swings this one out of the backfield to Nisby. Nisby trying to get away from Stelzner and won't do it. Also there was Jace Griffey after a pickup of about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Jared Gaynor going into DN here.
So Geppetta trying to rally the team. Facing a 3rd down and 6. DVC has trailed throughout. The Bear Cubs got an early field goal. Geppetta. And a penalty marker down. No doubt this will be a hold as Geppetta ends up picking up a couple of yards.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. Adriel Miller on Jared Gainey. Gainey actually lost his footing, and he wasn't allowing him a chance to get up. See, a little meeting of the minds.
Lenny Wagner shouts that the punt return team needs to get ready to go.
Not too sure what they're discussing here. Either way, it should be 4th down. Wave it off. Jason Castro.
Giving Lenny Wagner his options. I'm not sure. The way they're taking notes right there would almost lead me to believe that a player's been ejected.
I thought that was long-time ref Jason Castro. I don't think it is.
And here comes the call now by Brian Michelson.
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
So that's sideline interference.
So that's going to give DVC a 1st down. I guess the yardage offsets, but it's an automatic 1st down on that one. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Geppetta in trouble, gets away, however. Picks up a block. And now he's going to run for decent yardage as he gets out to the 44-yard line with a slide. 9-yard pickup. He can run a little bit.
Yeah, he can. He's got some moves. Playmaker. Almost gets caught here. He's going to put the ball away. Running for his life.
Now a 2nd and 1 for DVC as they give him a good solid 9 yards on that play. DVC trailing 24-3. Geppetta with nobody to hand off to that time. And these are the kind of things you expect with a backup guy. Hasn't taken a lot of snaps, a little bit of miscommunication in the backfield, and they lose 4 yards.
I'm just not sure what his read is on that, because he was not handing it off.
Very difficult to run the football against Santa Rosa, and DVC has minus yardage in terms of their ground game. Got a little more success in the air, but now facing a 3rd and 5. You can bet they're going to try to put the ball up right here. Geppetta in trouble, and he is sacked. Taking him down, Jerry Gainey out of Kings Tree, South Carolina, and he makes the sack.
Yeah, Jerry's a great guy. Good for him. Come off of knee surgery. Good job just making the tackle, decide who he's going with.
SRJC! SRJC! SRJC!
So a punt coming up now, and Generic James is back deep. They blocked the first punt of the day, and that's what led to the opening field goal. Here comes James from the 22-yard line, out past the 30, and he gets out to the 40-yard line, a decent return. Bear Cubs up 24-3. Again, the big news earlier today was the fact that San Mateo beat San Francisco, sending the Bay 6 Conference into quite a race. 3 teams tied for second. San Mateo all alone at first. The Bear Cubs play San Mateo next week. Hood over the middle, a little low and incomplete. Putnam the intended receiver, but he couldn't reach down for that one. It's going to be a tough catch. Had first down yardage. Selman on coverage that time. Second and 10. Ferguson had that big run earlier. This time he scrambles for a yard, and that's it. Nice hit in the backfield that time by Peter Moa. Having a good game for DVC. Ferguson's 6th carry of the game. He's carried for just over 40 yards. He had 40 yards on that big run all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
James back in the backfield now on 3rd and 9. 8:30 to go here in the third quarter. Straight back to pass. Hood out of the backfield. Putnam has a first down, looking for a block from Gaspar. Gets down the sideline and steps out right at the 26-yard line.
Big play.
33 yards. First down, Santa Rosa.
Watch him, he just slips right underneath again. Linebacker slips on the play. Job by Gaspar with the block upfield, allowing Putnam to get a couple extra yards out of it.
There's Putnam, big catch right there, his 4th of the day. Longest reception for him for sure. Here comes Hood now. Gets a little time, rolls out, had plenty of yardage had he wanted to run for the first down, but he tries to get 6 out of it and throws it a little long and incomplete.
Yeah, not sure why he didn't just pull it down and go. He had plenty of room there. He probably would have got a first down plus.
Kevin Ballatore is signaling in the plays. 2nd and 10 for the Bear Cubs. Kind of borderline in terms of field goal range right here. Pedroza has hit a couple long field goals in his career.
Yeah, in a game like this, I mean, you'd like to see maybe if you don't get a first down here, give it a try. But the turf is just you can't trust it.
It's about right in the area that would match his long on the year, which is 43 yards. Jannard James straight ahead.
Hood on the keeper.
Oh, Hood kept that. He faked everybody out. Similar play that we showed in the open of him scoring a touchdown earlier in the year, and he picks up decent yards there. 3rd down and 5 to the 21. That inches them even a little closer should they choose to go for the field goal. James still the single back. Balanced formation for Hood. Fires it over the middle, Putnam with another catch. Hurdles over a player and tries to get to the end zone, and he's going to get to the 1-yard line. So 20 yards on the play. Tried to go airborne.
Try and make a play.
He got it pretty high on this one.
Yeah, you see him, he wants to get in that end zone as bad as anybody else. Tries to go over. I'm not sure how tall Ryan Payne is, but he looks like he's a little bit taller than expected.
6'1", 191 to be exact.
Yeah.
And Putnam at just 5'10", couldn't quite get over him. Nice drive for Putnam, who makes a couple of big catches. Bear Cubs trying to punch it in now. Jay Ferguson, left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Santa Rosa. They work that left side when they get near the end zone, and it works here. And the Bear Cubs out of the lead.
Yep, they just line right up and outpower it.
And the kick is up and good. So the Bear Cubs add to the lead. And we'll take a break right here, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. The Bear Cubs lead it now 31-3.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support
The communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark. Drive, the big play, of course, the pass to Putnam. And the end-over-end kick carries to the 12-yard line. Couple nice moves there by Morris, and Morris gets knocked out of bounds near midfield. Nice return. Sparking a little life for DVC. So Santa Rosa leads it now 31-3 over Diablo Valley College. Contra Costa having knocked off San Francisco earlier today. The big news around the CCCAA. Santa Rosa trying to set up a big matchup next week with Contra Costa. Chipetta throws complete. Fuqua down inside the 30, knocked out of bounds near the 22-yard line. Biggest play thus far for backup quarterback Chipetta for DVC.
Yeah, a little misdirection at the snap. And they'd be able to pull it down and get a crossing route. Good job by Griffey just chasing it down to try to complete it or stop the play.
Gary Chipetta, the backup quarterback, hands this one off to Miles Harrison, who gets down inside the 15-yard line. Bear Cubs trying to keep him out of the end zone right here. Justin Tuefa out of Piner, making the tackle right there, but an 8-yard pickup. Nice drive engineered here by the DVC backup quarterback. He's getting more comfortable, you can tell. He's taken a few more snaps. He'd only taken a few snaps coming into this game before the injury to the starter, Jaden Brizendine, and now he looks confident.
Yeah, he seems to me more athletic than the first guy.
Fumble, ball's on the ground. Bear Cubs pick it up. Sue Tagava picked that one up. And you know, he was thinking end zone.
I can see his eyes here.
For a moment, he was thinking end zone. Scoop and score, baby. That's the name of the game.
Look, yep, he wants this. His 4.4 speed just didn't kick in quite quick enough.
No, he was ready to shift into that. Nice play. The Bear Cubs, recipients of the 4th DVC turnover of the game. Bear Cubs did cough one up earlier, but they fell on it themselves, so they have not turn the ball over. 31-3 lead for Santa Rosa. 5:07 to go here in the third quarter. Mitch Hood has thrown for over 160 yards thus far for the Bear Cubs. Hands it off. Ferguson tripped up at the 34-yard line. Nice open field tackle by Marcel Salmon. 7th carry of the ball game for Ferguson. He has 46 yards on the ground. Ian James very close in yardage today. Haven't seen Logan Francavilla. He has a concussion. He'll be out for a few weeks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him at halftime out on the field, not dressed. I was wondering what's going on with him.
There you have it. 2nd and 6. Hood rolling out, throwing deep. Freeman can't catch up with it. Another Annalee Tiger on the field for the Bear Cubs.
This field's got tigers all over the place.
Yes, it does. That's one of the things that Lenny Wagner's done such a great job. I was blending that good, solid local talent with guys from out of the area who seem to get along, play well as teammates, and win football games.
Yeah, I mean, there's one common goal here, really, besides moving on to the next level, and that's they want to win. And you can't say that's not the case here, or that's, you know, they don't want to win here.
3rd and 6, handoff, or the pass, excuse me, complete over the middle. Coming up with that one, Ferguson, but he picks up just a couple of yards to the 37-yard line. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, the screen set up, he just outran his blockers. Too bad, another wasted opportunity on a turnover.
So Dalton Mullins will come on to punt. Averages over 42 yards per kick. Anytime you're up in that 40 range, and particularly into the mid-40s, you got a chance to go to the next level. I think Dalton Mullins is certainly one that will be able to achieve that.
Oh, yeah.
High snap, Mullins handles it well. Much better kick this time. Very high, spiral, and Sorrell calls for a fair catch back at the 22-yard line. So Dalton Mullins does his job with a great kick. Nice lead for the Bear Cubs. They've given up some yardage today, 165 yards, or excuse me, over a 140 yards in the air, but their defense against the run has been spectacular today, and that has really made a huge difference.
Yeah, this, you know, compared to the Contra Costa game where they literally could not do anything against this defense. We're seeing a little bit of, you know, team picking apart the middle of the field so much is all they're doing, really, but.
Back to pass, Chapetta. And he's going to run and pick up a few yards. Very athletic guy, he's fast. Pigliotti trips him up after a gain of close to 4 yards for Chapetta. So 2nd down and 7, they'll call this. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Bear Cubs with a nice 31-3 lead. Nisby carries left side, and he's going to be close to a first down as he gets out to the 35-yard line. Desmond,
I think he got it.
Nisby, and the football may have come loose. The Bear Cubs say they have it. The officials haven't signaled yet. Tagialua has the football, but no indication, and the officials say nope. The DVC Vikings are going to hang on to it. Not only that, they're going to get a first down.
Yeah, be interested to see what happened.
See if we see the ball come loose and win.
No, he's down.
Yeah, definitely the knee was down there. Miles Gardia making the tackle for the Bear Cubs. 10 first downs now for DVC. Vikings only points thus far on a field goal. Chapetta rolling right. Fires it, and it's picked off. Keith Benjamin steps in front of that. 5th turnover of the day by DVC as Benjamin comes up with a great defensive play for Santa Rosa Junior College.
So athletic right here. I think he reads his eyes. He knows he's coming to him. A little bit behind the receiver and just uses his speed.
Benjamin with his 3rd interception of the year. The Benjamin brothers have been just fantastic over the last couple of years defensively for the Bear Cubs. Nice to have those guys on the corner, twin brothers that can both play the game very, very well.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what they do next year, if they'll separate or try to go as a package deal somewhere.
Oh, I got to go as a package on that one. I'm thinking, I don't know. Unless you get a little tired of your brother, I don't know. You're on separate sides of the field, though. That should be able to work, right?
True. They probably want their own room for the first time ever.
So another turnover gives the Bear Cubs good field position. Mitch Hood looking for the home run. Gaspar has it. Did he stay in bounds? The officials say yes, he did. Great throw, over the shoulder catch down inside the 10-yard line. They're going to spot it right at the 6, a 25-yard play. Very nice.
Great concentration on that ball.
.190 yards now in the air for Mitch Hood. Gaspar's 3rd catch of the day. And the 14th Santa Rosa first down.
That's Zach Smith at the back position out of Fort Bragg right now.
Love to see those NCL1 players doing it at the next level. And they'll fake the handoff, try a little razzle-dazzle. It's Kurt Johnson. Looks like it's read beautifully, however, by the Vikings, and Kurt Johnson isn't going to get close. Darren Bowles was in on the tackle. Also, Ryan Payne was right there. They actually lost a couple yards on that one.
Yeah, you see right here, he just tries to sell it. Kurt just got to string it out. Good job by the defense making him string it out.
Loss of 3 for Santa Rosa. It's going to be 2nd and goal now from the 8-yard line. Clock ticking down under a minute and 30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hood firing. It is caught. Beltran, and he gets the yardage back to the 5-yard line. Beltran's first catch of the day.
Yeah.
He's had a good year for the Bear Cubs. That's his 17th reception on the year.
Yeah, good job by the offensive line there, giving them the amount of time.
So 3rd and goal from the 5.
The big guys right there.
Yeah, that offensive line has done a very nice job. They have given up a couple sacks today, however, and I know that's something they'll talk about over DVC with a pretty nice blitzing package.
Yeah, I mean, they're just manning up, bringing everybody, so.
3rd and goal, Santa Rosa. Hood, look out, and there's another sack back at the 17-yard line. Getting in there and making the tackle was Brenton Allen, number 30 for DVC. And that's going to be the end of the quarter. Allen out of Clearwater, Florida. So the 3rd quarter ends with the Bear Cubs up 31-3. We'll take a break right here. We'll flip sides, and the Bear Cubs will try a field goal at the other end of the field. When we come back, 3 quarters of play in the books. We'll turn the page and head for quarter number 4.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
So here we go, 4th quarter. Bear Cubs up 31-3. And it looks like Andros Pedroza will try a field goal here to start the 4th quarter and add to the lead.
I was going to say was that I can't believe DVC has gotten to the quarterback so much tonight that
they've done a very nice job blitzing.
But they're just manning up the receivers and bringing as many guys as they can.
32-yard attempt. You can bet San Mateo will take note of that as well for next week. Beltran is the holder. High snap handle. And the kick is good. Pedroza nails it. And it's now 31-3. So we'll take another break right here. Bear Cubs, 34-3. The Bear Cubs up by 31, and we'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We are invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
The Bear Cubs with a nice big lead here as we get this fourth quarter underway. Defense has been superb. Not to disappoint this home crowd. DVC just really hasn't been able to get anything going offensively today, John. They've been turning it over much too much, and the Bear Cubs defense has caused a lot of those. They've done a really nice job.
Yeah.
Not only making tackles, but stripping the football, and then that last interception sets up more points for them. Shane Morris takes the kickoff, and the Bear Cubs rally to the football near the 20-yard line. So we'll see if DVC has any life. That game next week against San Mateo will be a 5 o'clock kickoff, and we will be here to cover it live once again. Looking forward to it. Understand we were having some server problems in the second quarter. Apologize for that. I think we got things straightened out at halftime. Back to pass, Chipetta. Fires this one, and it's batted down. Benjamin almost with his fourth interception of the year. Came pretty close to that one.
Yeah.
And we got a penalty that goes against DVC. So this is going to cost them some yardage. Nice bounce back today for the Bear Cubs after that loss last week to City College of San Francisco. Very disappointing game for them. They felt like they had a real good chance to beat San Francisco this year, but the Rams took it to them down on their home field in the city. First and 20. Chipetta rolling right. And he steps out of bounds after a short game. So things get really interesting next week. If Santa Rosa wins that, it'll be a three-way tie for first place. And if DVC actually, well, they would have 2 losses, so they would fall into the second place category. Right now, they're tied for second. So a three-way tie for first place. I'm not sure what the tiebreaker system is,
yeah,
but that could make things very interesting.
And it's a 4-team playoff, I'm assuming, for JC football. So, essentially 2 losses, you're done. Which, unless you're one of the top of the bracket, it'll be interesting. Next week's game has a lot on the line. You see Santa Rosa, if they drop next week, they're essentially probably eliminated. So that'll be a motivating factor.
So a timeout taken. And we'll get you caught up on some other scores. Talk local stuff first. Local high school football last night, big Friday night. And a lot of lopsided games, but that happens at this point in time of the season. And lot of different things can happen. You got teams that are kind of pushing for the playoffs, teams that are kind of looking more toward next year. Newman 42, Santa Rosa 7, Rancho 35, Maria Creo 14. That sets up the Newman Rancho game that will decide the North Bay League title next week. Ukiah 41, Montgomery 31, Windsor 48, Casa Grande 14. Sorry, John. Hillsburg with a nice rally, came from behind to beat Sonoma Valley 39-20. Petaluma 76, LC Allen 20. Annalee wins the Egg Bowl 55-7. The Apple Bowl. Did I say Egg Bowl? Are they going to have that again? Next year. Next year, I think they're bringing that back. The Apple Bowl 55-7. St. Helena 47, St. Thomas Aquinas 0. That was actually a Thursday game. Clear Lake 12, Cloverdale 6, Middletown 24, St. Helena 0, and Kelseyville beat Willits 28-6. That pass is incomplete. Bear Cubs defense continuing to shine. 3rd and long.
DVC's not giving up.
Oh, they've got to be a little bit frustrated. They come into this game with some decent offensive firepower, very similar offensive numbers to the Bear Cubs, and they've had some success throwing the football today. They haven't been able to run much, but they have been able to pick up some yardage in the air a little bit against Santa Rosa. Back to pass. Geppetta fires this one far side, a little low and incomplete, and they will have to punt again. Out of the end zone, James licking his chops, hoping for a chance at a return. He's going to have one as he takes it in space at the 50, gets to the 40, breaks a tackle, still on his feet at the 30, and Jannaric James gets down to the 27-yard line. Boy, did he have space when he caught that. It was a low kick. Going to outkick the coverage that time.
Yeah, you know what's so great about James is he's a one-cut guy. When you see on a kickoff return or a punt return, the guy that makes one cut and gets upfield, usually he's going to get more yardage than the guy who dances around. He very easily could try to dance around, but he knows he's not going to get any yards. He almost gets it back to the line of scrimmage for them. This is a great job covering punts and kicks.
So Santa Rosa up big, 34-3, under 14 minutes to go in this one. There you see that very nice return by James as the Bear Cubs bring it back up to the line now, and it's Jay Ferguson. Cuts back to the right, gets down to the 22-yard line to pick up 4 yards on 1st down. Ferguson's had a good game for the Bear Cubs out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
He's a big back.
Yeah, 6 foot, 190-pounder. Kind of a north-south runner. He doesn't make a lot of cuts like James. He just tries to run people over and find the hole. Second and 6. Here he comes again. Makes the same cut to the right again. And he hurdles, or somersaults, I should say, near a 1st down. He's going to be just a little bit short to the 18-yard line. As he picks up 5 more yards.
Behind his blocker.
Nice block by Matthew Robinson out of Sonoma. Third and short now. They've got Zach Smith and Jannaric James in the backfield now. Short yardage situation for Santa Rosa. James, left side, has a nice hole. James drags a Viking to the 10-yard line as he picks up 8 yards. Nice 1-2 punch with James and Ferguson. The Bear Cubs march it down the field.
And more importantly, get to keep the clock moving. He keeps his feet moving here. Gets him the 1st down. 9 yards.
First and goal, Santa Rosa. Hood fires, complete. Kurt Johnson, touchdown. Johnson with his second touchdown catch of the day. Perfect pass from Mitch Hood. A 9-yard strike.
Got a flag on the play. What it is, looks like it's post play. And it looks like 44 may be gone for the afternoon.
Didn't see the late hit on the replay, but
Yeah,
the officials certainly saw it. DVC coaches are not happy. I believe it's Dylan Guilfoy who has been ejected. And you see the frustration on the far side of the field.
Yeah.
Officials, I think, are kind of just making sure everybody agrees with the call.
There we go. We get the call here. Offsetting. No word about an ejection. Coach Wagner not happy that it's offsetting.
Yeah, he wants an explanation. He's talking with the officials at the 25-yard line. I'm not sure. He thought that it should have been an ejection, and they're ruling that it is not. And Lenny Wagner is not happy about that. Andros Pedroza now to try to make it 41-3. And he does. 41-3 now. And we got penalty markers again. And it looks like they'll assess that on the kickoff, at least let's hope so. It's 41-3 Santa Rosa. We'll take a break right here and be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.
Highlights presented by Meade Clark Lumber Company, locally owned and part of the community for over 100 years. With the right information and the right materials, Meade Clark is the right lumber yard. So shop where the contractors shop, at Meade Clark Lumber.
More explanation for Lenny Wagner with the officials. Big lead for the Bear Cubs. Kind of at that point where you kind of tell your players, you know, let's not get involved in anything else and let's just let that clock roll and get out of here. Just sometimes easier said than done when it comes to retaliation on a football field.
Oh yeah. Well, remember the second guy always gets caught.
Scores: Fullerton 63, Palomar 31. The big one, San Mateo 24, San Francisco 21. Those are both finals. Saddleback 57, Grossmont 55. Delta knocked off Sequoias 53-31. American River 40-0 over Feather River, Battle of the Rivers. Los Medanos 35, Foothill 30. Mendocino beat Yuba today 22-20. And more basics, conference action. De Anza ended up winning 29, or excuse me, Contra Costa 29, De Anza 22. Contra Costa with their second win of the year. Butte 48, Sierra 28. Live scoring updates presented by Dawn Jump, State Farm Insurance. Comes the kickoff now. Pedroza, end over end kick, short one taken at the 25-yard line. Marquise Sorrell gets out past the 45 and ends up all the way at the 50-yard line. Hemphill with the tackle. And DVC will give it another shot here offensively. Got them in the negatives in terms of rushing yardage today, passing yardage around 125, 135. So Bear Cubs defense has been incredibly impressive today, as they have been all year.
Yeah. I mean, holding a team to 3, shut teams out, those are hard things to do.
Yeah, DVC is a team that came in averaging 32.3 points per game.
Wow.
So they've held them 29 points under their average. Here comes Harrison, and he is stopped short. No gain on the play. First guy there was Hemphill. He got a little help, so the Bear Cubs defense continues to rally. Miles Gardia was also in on the tackle.
Yeah, they want to secure this lead.
Second and 10. Clock rolling now under 11:30 to go. Chapetta falls down. He lost the football for a moment. A couple of the Bear Cubs thought they should have been able to capitalize on that. Andrew Floric out of Casa Grande had a pretty good shot at that. He was going for the player, however, didn't see the ball loose.
Florky, good ball player when he's at Casa. Brother played there.
Third and 16. Next week will be the final week of high school football and determining playoff seeds. We should get a lot of teams in NCS play from both the NBL and the SCL, as well as a few from the NCL 1. Straight back, Chapetta fires it far side, juggling act, but it's caught. Fuqua with another catch. That's his 6th or 5th catch of the day. However, it's going to be 4th down.
Back leaks out.
DVC will have to punt again. This has been a very busy guy for them. Patrick Holst, their punter. Bear Cubs do not drop anybody back this time. Holst with a freebie. And it's going to roll and trickle down inside the 15 to the 13-yard line. That's where Santa Rosa will take over again. See if they go to the backup quarterback here. Game well in hand. Looks like we might see a little bit of Tyler Okayama. Haven't seen him in any of our live games this year. Of course, you know him well out of Pioneer High School and originally from Guam.
Yep.
Good athlete, good player.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job for us. He played quarterback. Him and Tony Martinoli split time either at quarterback or at receiver. So it was a great tandem that we had. Ended up breaking his leg in Fortuna in a playoff game. But he's made his way back to the field, which is great.
First play is a handoff. And Lepori takes it. Adam Samalas and gets out near the 19-yard line. Nice run. Okayama has played a little bit there. He's appeared in 2 games, 14 attempts, 9 completions, so 64.3% over 100 yards passing. And has not thrown an interception. Lepori picks up 5 yards on that one. Second down, it'll be Lapori again, and he'll have a first down out past the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, taken down from behind all the way out at the 44-yard line. Willie Lapori.
It's a great play. This little counter tray, pulling the backside, getting behind the big guys, getting as many yards as you can out of it. Of course, Lapori's used to that. Probably come from a double wing system out of Tamales. Leon Feliciano, John Mitchell.
Nice pickup. Here comes Lapori again. And Brenton Allen gets to him quickly and drops him for a loss.
Yeah, next week's going to be a great game here. You know, I was talking to the coaches before the game how important these games are in terms of recruitment, you know, and showcasing your program. And, you know, of course, winning brings people there. You know, so that's going to be a heck of a game. And to get into the playoff for Santa Rosa will be huge. And they know what they got to do to get that done is get a win next week.
Flags and whistles.
What do we got here? Delay game? Nope.
Just under 8 minutes to go in this one.
We'll start.
It's been all Bear Cubs. Really expected this to be a much closer game, and you know the San Mateo game is going to be a very difficult game for Santa Rosa next week, but that should be a great one. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that I think, just off the top of my head, that I think Santa Rosa has an advantage of is playing here. The San Mateo, they play on turf. What a great setting for a game also at San Mateo. It overlooks the city.
Beautiful view.
Yeah.
Okiyama's going to throw, and he's going to throw deep. He's got Xavier Freeman, and Freeman hauls it in down near the 30-yard line. What a great throw on the run over the shoulder. Wow.
Yeah, good for Tyler. Love seeing these guys get into these games. Pulls it, sees that he's got the DB beat, and just floats it right over the top.
That's a pretty pass right there.
And talking to Tyler when he played for us, the seasons there in Guam were so different. Oh, that snap.
And Okiyama has to just dive on that one very wisely.
The football seasons were a lot shorter, and then we'd get into baseball season, then basketball season. Things were mixed up, and but their football season's a lot shorter, and so, you know, he when he was here, he said the season he played with us was the longest one he had played. He said he's already moved on to the next sport back in Guam. But just a calm, cool guy. Everybody thinks, you know, he's so laid back. You see him, but he's a competitor.
Hands this one off to Lapori, who weaves his way down to the 35-yard line. Officials trying to step in and make sure everybody keeps it cool the rest of the way. Okiyama, he's all right. Got the little windshield on his helmet. He'll have to wipe that off. Third down and 16 yards to go. 5:47 to go now in this fourth quarter. High snap. Okiyama's going to have to keep. And he gets down to the 27-yard line. Pretty good move. He realized things were breaking down quickly, and so he just tucked and went.
Yeah. That's the thing when you're in shotgun, it's a mistake. You're just going to use the guy who should have had the ball as your lead blocker and get upfield, get as many yards as you can on a broken play. I'm going to try to kick this.
This will be for his longest kick of the year. His previous longest is a 43-yarder, and this one looks like it's going to be about a 46-yarder. Beltran doing a little landscaping, trying to pat the turf down. So he has a clean place to place the kick. Good snap. Pedroza with plenty of distance. No, not plenty of distance. He barely has the distance as he hits the crossbar. I thought that had it cleared easily, but it hits the cross and bounces over. Pedroza with his third field goal of the day, and that is his longest of the year, a 46-yarder. Wow.
Got a little help from the crossbar.
Here it is again. We didn't follow the ball on that, unfortunately, but we'll see his reaction. He's like, yeah, I had that, no problem.
Miles puts his arm around him. Gives him a face mask kiss.
That's funny. So the Bear Cubs now with a 44-3 lead. We'll take a break right here and be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance. We've got your
back.
Short kickoff this time taken by DVC. Very convincing victory here for Santa Rosa Junior College, which sets up that big matchup next week with San Mateo, who knocked off San Francisco today 24-21. San Mateo got the winning touchdown with 4:01 left. Keenan Smith with a 36-yard run on a 3-play, 53-yard drive for San Mateo. So they were actually down 21-17 after Michael Lawson ran a 40-yard fumble into the end zone to give San Francisco the lead. So that was an exciting fourth quarter.
Yeah.
San Francisco rallied from behind, scored 2 consecutive touchdowns, one on a 3-yard run, and then the scoop and score by Michael Lawson before Keenan Smith got the game winner for College of San Mateo. It's a nice win for San Mateo.
Actually, San Mateo didn't have that many total yards in that game. I think
No.
213 total on 56 offensive plays. Not a whole lot of rushing, 79.
Handoff straight ahead as they go up under center now. And I believe that was Brenton Allen carrying off the right side for a couple of yards. Actually, it looked like that might have been Devin Hope. Well, the Bear Cubs defense did its job. Henry Stelzner is going to come out of the game now. Got a great one. Jeremiah Harris will replace him. Jeremiah from South High School in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And Stelzner is originally from Minnesota. The Stelzner family that moved out here about 5-6 years ago.
Is Dad a basketball coach? Name familiar to me.
A little bit of movement. Third and 11. An I formation. That's old school, huh, Coach?
Oh, yeah. 2 back, 20.
Jake Villa carries, and he gets out to the 31-yard line, tripped up.
Yeah,
Bear
DVC
Cubs still playing hard. DVC's played hard today, too.
Yeah. They're in the same boat. They don't want anybody to get hurt. They still have a few games left. But they certainly don't want to throw the ball and keep this thing going.
So yet another punt. DVC, Patrick Holst has been very, very busy. He may need some ice on the right leg after this one.
Yeah.
Xavier Friedman will take this one. He knows what to do with it. He's to the 50, to the 40, trying to turn the corner, and he gets knocked out of bounds. Nice return. One Annalise Starr giving way to another. There's a penalty marker down.
Penalties. Seems like every game we do, we get a ton here.
Make sure you join us next week, either here in person as we see that great return by Xavier Freeman again, or watch it live right here at ysn365.com. College of San Mateo coming to town to take on the Bear Cubs. That'll be a 5 o'clock kick. If you haven't been out to see a college football game yet this year, make sure you do for that one. That's going to be a great one. Riverside, the last undefeated team left in the CCCAA. Here comes the handoff straight ahead to Lapori. Couple yards there for Willie Lapori. And we're down to 2 minutes in this one. Riverside is ahead right now, 17-0 at the half. They're playing El Camino, so it looks like they have a pretty good chance to stay undefeated. Modesto leads Chabot 21-7 at the half. Live scoring updates presented by Dawn Jump State Farm Insurance. Lapori on a handoff again. And he gets to about the 22-yard line. Actually lost a couple of yards right there as we go under 1:30 in this one. Third and 11.
Get under a minute here.
Yeah, Bear Cubs just kind of milking it down. Sets up that big game next week. Okayama does a nice job jumping up and making sure not to fumble that one, but Bear Cubs may not even have to snap it again. We'll see if they set the football.
Nope, this one's over.
Nope, that's going to do it. Teams are lining up, and this one is a final. Very convincing victory for Santa Rosa Junior College. Surprisingly lopsided game. I really expected this to be a close one. DVC amidst a very good year. The Bear Cubs coming off a loss, but the Bear Cubs definitely regrouping after that San Francisco loss, and they look like a team primed to take on San Mateo next week.
Yeah, they're going to have to focus, turn their focus to that San Mateo team. That's going to be one for the ages, hopefully.
There is your final, 44-3, Santa Rosa JC with a big win. Mitch Hood with right around 200 yards passing today. Jannard James had around 50 on the ground. Jay Ferguson around 55. I don't know, I wasn't really keeping track of Lapori's stats, but he probably ended up with close to 50 yards himself. He had that one long run.
Yeah, exactly. No, he came right in the game and got him a couple first downs, did his job, and he's got to roll with this team just like everybody else.
Ben Putnam led the Bear Cubs in receptions with 5 catches for 93 yards. Kurt Johnson had a couple of touchdown catches today as well. Had a nice game for the Bear Cubs. All around great performance. 4 turnovers for DVC, or excuse me, 5 turnovers when all was said and done. Just too much to overcome.
Yeah, that's the thing with turnovers. You look at Santa Rosa's game against City last week, and that was the difference.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our coverage. Great job by the crew today. Michael Barabalt on graphics, Dale Watkins doing the replay, Martin Kornfeld, our director today, David Day, and Dylan Kattengell on cameras. There's your final, 44-3 for John Antonio. I'm Dave Cox saying goodbye. We'll see you next week right here again, Saturday at 5, live for the San Mateo Santa Rosa Junior College game here on YSN365.com.